I like her. She has many good qualities. I consider her a friend. Ravel slides her gaze off you and narrows her eyes at Grace. Enough of these games, Ravel. Look. Then glances at Anna with a sneer. And what of this slip of flesh? The fiendling. The tiefling with the scarlet hair and the fiery passion. What is she to you? I like her company. I consider her my friend. Enough of these games, Ravel. And my next question is this. Ravel's voice drops, almost whispering, and suddenly you have a strange feeling she does not want to hear the answer. Why did you wait so long to return to me? Ravel grew lonely with you, precious man. The way to this place is difficult, beautiful Ravel. Efforts have been made to ensure you have little company, and many were the trials I was forced to undertake in my order to stand before you. Yet I am glad to see you once again, Ravel. Time has not dulled your beauty, I see. Your answer, Ravel, eyes glint and her lips peel back in a grotesque smile. Your words are soothing, and have not been heard in such a time. They stir even my black-brambled heart. No matter where your memories be, your charms remain, pretty thing. Nay, it is your charms that persist, beautiful Ravel. Of charms, enchantments, all these Ravel has mastered, yet there is much it seems you could teach I. Perhaps, have you another question for me? Ah, yes, the third and last question is this. As Ravel opens her mouth to speak her final question, you are suddenly gripped with a terrible realization that this final question is muttered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you feel it welling up within you, and you feel compelled to ask it. What can change the nature of
Nordum has improved.
What can change the nature of a man?
Regret. And that is your answer? The veins in Ravel's eyes begin to shift slightly as she gives you an evil smile. Be certain before you say. It may not be your answer, but it is my answer. And that is all I wish for, my precious man. Ravel's smile relaxes. A simple answer, and in the end, many are the men that I have laid low to stop my answer. That's it, I thought. Ravel cackles. Countless times has the question been asked, and not once did the pathetic shells who came before me answer with their answer, but I always sought to creep inside my mind and find what I thought. There is no truth in that. I don't believe you. In fact, I don't think they ever could have answered you true, even if it was true to them. She falls silent, strangely silent. She is watching you warily. You never cared about any other answer other than mine, ever, did you? Yet still you asked the question, knowing that no matter what the answer they gave, they would die by your hand.
Updated my journal.
She hisses. Of course, your answer was the only one I sought, for you were the only reason I asked the question. Did you think I cared for them? Did you think I even cried a fraction of the amount for them that I cared for you? My precious man, answer me that. I'm through answering your questions, Ravel. Now you'll answer mine. Why did you make me immortal? It's what you wanted, seedling, and you asked me so sweetly. Now how could Ravel say no to one such as you? Immortality was your solution and your challenge to me. My solution? Why? I don't know, seedling. Time has chipped away at my memories as well, it would seem. Scam. It would seem. If you remember, tell me. I'm curious myself. It must have been something important. Isn't it the nature of a man to want to live forever? Only if what lies on the other path carries greater pain. Ravel, this is very important. Do you have any idea why I asked you to do it? Death was a thing you needed to dodge. An easy thing to say, mayhap. But to do it is not. Immortality, even in its flaws, was the best solution this withered mind could untangle. Yet, lead is not easily changed to gold. Lead is not easily changed to gold, but it is possible. Thought the unwise. Unwise, Ravel. If water can be drawn from blood, mortality can be taken from a mortal, peeled back like a stickly film. So you pulled it off. The gulf between man and unman is great. You traveled the distance. I provided the means, but you crossed on your own. Ravel slaps her head and rakes her hand through her hair. Bad, Ravel. Morals are too flawed to be made to last. Still they break. They must be dragged kicking and screaming into an unhealthy new mold. Unhealthy, so the ritual is flawed. Shortcuts must be made, and they can break the mold, for it is not always the mold that breaks, but the substance poured within it. Force something into a shape it was not meant to be, and it breaks. I thought the material was of stronger stuff, but you have been broken. But I am immortal. Surely that was a success. You have survived long, immortal one, but you have not become the prey of the creature that is life. She cups her hands, then reverses it, forming a canopy with her hands. The body is but a hut for the soul, and now no one dwells in your hut. What went wrong with the ritual? Puzzled flesh broken, beautiful, beautiful mortal men. The ritual was not a finished thing. Ravel brows wrinkle, and her talons pick at her hair, tugging at a lone strand. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the cost, the casting of shadows, the quiet, violent deaths of the mind, and the pain, taking emptiness. These things that dangerous are in such a fragile vessel, no matter how strong a mortal man. Regret them in the ritual I do. Casting of shadows, ungrateful shades, but ungrateful without cause? The shades, they hate you, Nameless One, for they are fathered by you, your children once forsaken. They will never forgive. They will do everything they can to destroy the parents. Such is the way of the children. How do I father shades, these shadows? You cast shadows on existence, Nameless One. With every death, a shadow arises fresh from the fields of your flesh. They wander for a time, but always they return looking to murder their parents. Such is the way of many offspring. Real purses her lips in disapproval, and suddenly pokes you in the chest with a talon. And thankless young men, such as yourself. Tell me more about this ritual. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the costs. Okay. The quiet, violent death of the mind? 1,000 deaths, and you recover from each. Not so the mind. The mind is much more fragile. Its scars run deep and do not heal. The brain is encased in a hard bone shell, difficult to breach, but with no defense against which eats at it from within. The ritual, okay. Painstaking emptiness. You have a hole where your mortality once lay within your shell. She makes her hand to me more of this ritual. Despite these problems that seem like the ritual
Updated
worked.
my journal.
Do you doubt, Ravel? Of course I delivered on what was promised. Not long after the spell had drew to a close, I killed you to see if it had worked. You struggled so, but I kept my grip tight, and watched you die your first of many deaths. Ravel clacks her teeth. Then I was learned in its flaws. What flaws? Ego enwraps us like a prison. Forgot I did that it oftentimes serves as a shield. Ravel clicks her tongue. My pretty thing, there is much wisdom and understanding in the truth that lie in a preparation for the ultimate goal, death. Our life is a means by which we learn how to die if we forget such things. So that's when you discovered I lost my memories when I died. Yes, she nods. Unfortunate, without the mortality to hold such memories. Tight the shell a body is. So you took my mortality from me. Is it still intact? She seems surprised and alarmed. Yes. Fear not for a broken mortality. If you are here talking at me, intact your mortality must be. Such a thing cannot not be destroyed as long as you exist. You are an anchor of your mortal soul. As long as you are intact, so it shall be. Made to last are you. Ravel smiles and gives a wheezing laugh. For life swallowed you and spit you out. It swallowed him, but I don't know if it came out at that end. Enough of this. Look, Ravel, you took my mortality from me, and it has caused more harm than good. I would take it back now. You've had it over long, I think. Ah, you make a demand. Ravel's black veins eyes sharpen and twist, taking her disturbing awareness, and she bares her yellow fangs. No. That, Ravel, I will not do. What is undone cannot be done. Why not? Ravel cannot give such a thing to you, my precious man, for Ravel has nothing to give. I never possessed you or your mortality, though I wish to keep them both in my garden as selfish affection keepsakes. Trace the patterns of your flesh, but such things Ravel could not bring herself to do. Why not? Yeah, loved him. Anna breaks her silence. She sounds astonished. You loved him, you did? Ravel gives a low, wide smile. Is that so hard for you to believe, fiendling? She cackles softly to herself. Does Ravel, being Ravel, and thus a myth, not deserve to carry such feeling in her black burdened heart? No creature is undeserving of such feeling, Ravel. Grace speaks softly. The histories do not paint such a compassionate picture of you, however. The past is the past, and histories care little for speaking the truth of it. Ravel frowns, and her voice drops slightly, threatening as she studies Grace. The feeling brushed me, yes, and now hold your silver tongue, abyssal daughter. I need not your soft words to cloud the air here. The man and I shall speak, and you shall bow out of this. I shall attend to you shortly. Enough, Ravel. If you don't have my mortality, where is it? I don't know, sweet thing, but if I were you, I'd get it back quick, quick. No telling what horrible things someone could do to you if they held your mortality for ransom. Her talons together. She clicks her talons together. It would like beholding someone's sweet, succulent soul, a puppet dancing on someone's strings. Would you be, and a most sad puppet too? Well, it would have been too easy for you to know where it could be found. Looks like I'm on another hunt. Ah, not so quick to rush off you should be. Ravel gives a horrid smile, her tusks gleaming. I do not know where your mortality lies, my precious man, but there is another man carrying the knowing of such thing. Another may know. Who? Ravel's eyes dim as if she's staring at something in the distance, and her voice slows. A fair-skinned one, must you ask? An angel, a diva, one who soars on the wings of morning, and with his hands is the architect of horizons. He lies beyond my keeping, in another cage, in another prison. And his knowing is the knowing of what you wish to know. Ask him your questions, listen to his answers, use them as guides. Where can I find this angel?
Updated my journal.
In a leaving this prison to another cursed prison will you arrive, though it may not appear as such a casual glances. Step lightly and find the golden link in the ever-shortening chain. The light shall give the dark of the matter, and new paths shall open to you. I had other questions for you, Ravel. I have some questions about you, Ravel. Ravel, who are you? Where did you come from? I, Ravel I am, a maker and breaker of puzzles, a solver of what cannot be solved, a mind raveling and unraveling until the threads of thoughts are tied up like knots in a drunken man's hair. Ravel picks at one of her jagged gray hairs, wrapping it around her finger. It is enough, enough it is. But what are you? Some have called you a night hag, whatever that is. Night hag, Ravel gives a ghastly smile, her yellow teeth like needles. I am but a woman who has sorely, sorely, sorely missed her beloved creation. Some have named me crone, grey lady, Yaga sister, night hag, but myself is my name. Ravel who puzzles well, providing conundrums to decipher and laying impossibilities low, but many things are said about we grey ladies. A race are we night hags, but an individual I am. Some call us evil of old. Stalkers of mortal dreams, the kindly ones, ugly, hideous things whose homes in the dark places of men's minds. Ravel's eyes narrow to reddish sparks, but that means nothing to me. What would one ass such as you call one such as I a pretty thing? I would call you beautiful, Ravel. Ravel is for a moment, she cackles. Oh, you are a diamond, my precious songbird. You make the centuries worthwhile. How sweetly you sing to these tired ears that have a feastly only to silence and the slow creep of black barbs spreading. Ravel smiles, yet you lied to me. Do you think I care for truths? Deceit is beautiful to me, songbird, and Ravel loves to hear you say such things she does. Ugly I may be, yet ugly I need not be, pretty thing. My shape is but water to my will, and I may reweave its fibers to a mere pleasing tapestry. Ravel glances fall from Grace and smiles and licks her lips.
I feel stronger.
Ravel has melted into fall from Grace, taking on her demeanor, her features, her clothes. Is this shape more pleasing? Ravel smiles, her teeth now a brilliant, perfect white, and the lips with just a hint of red, so cultured and breathtaking. She motions you to come closer. Come, my precious man, my lips do not burn with abyssal torments. Lay your lips upon mine. Oh my. Hmm. I don't know. Very well. You touch your lips to Ravel. Despite her new form, her lips are dry like sand, and as your lips touch, you feel a sharp pinprick like kissing a row of barbed seeds. You draw back, licking the blood from your lips. Ravel mirrors your gesture, made even more horrifying in her new form. A drop of your blood remains on the edge of her mouth as she smiles evenly. You bit me, and you bit me so long ago. 'Twas not a kiss then, but a bite to the heart. Ravel smiles. Do not be surprised, my precious man. There is no harm done, except mayhap to the ones you travel with. She chuckles slightly, and you suddenly become aware of Grace's and Anna's gaze upon you. Outwardly, Grace seems composed, but you have a strange feeling. Something has changed between the two of you. Anna's eyes have narrowed two slits, and her tail is flicking dangerously back and forth. Resume your normal shape, Ravel. You blink, and Ravel is twisted back into her original form. A difficult man to please you are, and wonder do they why there are no males of our kind. What other shapes have you turned yourself into? Maybe some, Mabeth none. Ravel seems confused by the question. I've not remembered such. I've seen Iveen, mayhaps? Neither Smarta nor Marta. So many threads and branchings, so many Ravels, always stitching and mending and growing are my forms. Mabeth? You are Mabeth? That may have been one of my names, yes. Ravel looks more confused, by her black-veined eyes becoming misty. Names are difficult to remember. Her voice becomes faint, like calling across a great distance. Mabeth was kind to me and helped me, Ravel. That means you helped me. As you mention Mabeth, all the colors seem to bleed out of Ravel's face until she is gray and ashen. Literally. It's like the color just vanished, and who might you be, Does your path bring you back to old Mabeth's door, child? Yes, it does. Mabeth, I came to learn more of the art. Can you teach me any more? Puh, I'm but a midwife, child. Such power the art commands is such beyond me. I don't think so. I think you may have more to teach me than you may realize, much more. Then comes the question like an echo. You want to learn the art, you do? Why do you want to learn such things? Because I may need to solve the mystery of who I am. After a moment, Ravel, Mabeth nods. The art may help, it may not, and you may rely on it to solve your problem. She sighs. Child, it's most like only going to add another chip to your pile of questions. She leans in. But if you know, then listen.
Updated my journal.
Mabeth Ravel whispered something, and you feel different, changed somehow. She told you something horrible, something about how the planes worked, but your mind has shut out her words, and you cannot recall them. Just thinking about them sets your heart pounding. Ravel told you something you're not sure anyone was ever meant to know. She is watching you, studying you. What other shapes have you been, Ravel? You were Iveen in the mortuary. This has been one of my many names. Yes, she looks more confused, her black-veined eyes becoming misty. Names are difficult to remember. In her own way, Evine helped me, Ravel. That means you helped me. I thank you. Almost unconsciously, Ravel's hand reaches out for you, and just for a moment you swear they are Elvine's talons. Ravel's left hand plucks a hair from her head, looks at it around her talon, lighting like she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It's barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up.
Updated my journal.
As it was with Elvine, the sensation is curiously painless, but the thread and stitching seems to be going much deeper, almost inside you, without actually going beyond the surface of the skin in moments. Ravel's talons draw back, and you feel better, stronger. Ravel mutters in Elvine's voice. Dumb zombie. You were that barmy seamstress in the burned village. Marta. That may have been one of my names, yes. Marta was barmy, Ravel, but she was not unkind and not unhelpful. If you were her, then you meant me no harm. I thank you. As you say her name, Ravel's face seems to shift. Her blue skin sags until she is wearing the same scowl-curved expression you saw in Marta's face. Come on now, don't be all difficult on Marta. She raises her talon from her index finger like a scalpel and advances upon you. False, nasty corpse. Ravel's filthy talons jabs into your abdomen and then pulls it brutally downwards like a saw-like motion. But there's no pain. You watch as your skin peels back slowly from her touch. No blood issues from the wound. Look at this, Marta. Look at this. Ravel's free hand digs into your chest, where she loops your intestines up like yarn and plucks them from your stomach. As she does, your stomach seals up as if it were going backwards. Marta Ravel holds up your intestines like a trophy. Pretty, eh, Marta? One shouldn't swallow such a thing. No. Can I have those back, please? I might need them later. She hands you the ropey mass. Despite the freshness, the fluids surrounding your intestines have dried like resin. It feels more like a loop of glazed rope. Thanks. I'll treasure this always.
Updated my journal.
Marta Ravel nods slowly, as well as she should. Shouldn't be, Marta. Yes, she should, Marta. Powerful magic to be found in the guts of an immortal. Not like Tithi's or eyes. Let's see. Where did you come from? What is this place? Ravel gestures around her. Once a maze of lifeless stone it was. Featureless, but a small black seed was wound in my hair when I came to this place, and it grew strong amongst the stone, flourishing until it ran thick throughout the maze, like the unraveling hair of a crone, so that this maze of another becomes my garden. Were we imprisoned? I tried to help a lady, and a kind she was, did not take to it. The Lady of Pain, you tried to help her? My offering of help was unwelcome. I tried to set her free. Sigil is a cage, a city of doors and locks, is a prison for her. It mustn't be. Why else call the city Sigil the cage, and who is caged? The lady? A prison so small for one so great? Unjusticeness, wrongness, intolerable, a torment, a woman thusly. I think I know who should be in a cage. I try to break the cage, let the lady go free. She makes a soothing motion, her expression becoming painted as she scatters invisible birds. Shoo, a painted woman, let Sigil's ring be broken so you might fly far from this filthy streets and the stupid dabbies that dare not speak in words for fear their thoughts would be overheard. Ravel's hands slowly stop their soothing motion as she gives a slow sigh. Before I could finish, I found myself here, and my memories none the better for the trip. Much has slipped away, much forgotten. Yes, it was. Ravel smiles with her yellow teeth. The dwindling of memories become a comfort to those old bones. Much have I forgotten. I am fortunate in that I still remember you. Ravel, but why did you try to free the Lady of Pain from Sigil?
Updated my journal.
Ravel's voice drops, almost reprimanding. I resent anyone, even a power being, imprisoned, and think that everyone, whether stone shores or be quiet, bladed ladies, should be free. Some have said more, fool. Why risk such a thing, they said. I think you did the right thing trying to set her free, Ravel. I'm glad that we share a like mind and view like-minded on this matter. Yet when I cannot let matters well enough alone, it seems to mine eyes that many other lives and dreams that are left in the pieces on the ground. So you're at fault, Ravel? At least you tried, where others would have lacked the courage. I see no fault in your attention. In fact, I see only strength. Ravel stares at you in silence for a moment, then she cackles to herself. Such honeyed words. How I have missed you, my precious half-man. You sting so sweetly. Stone would give up to its blood for you. There's no harm in speaking the truth, Ravel. I have other questions for you. Thanks for the information you have given me, Ravel. I must leave now. Hold, Ravel's voice drops to a low hiss, like that of a serpent. The most important question you have yet to ask, my precious man. Has it occurred to you yet? Yes, I need to know how to leave this place. Do you know the answer to this question? I know the branching of this place, the twistings and the bendings and the burrowings, but there are no leaves here. One may take their leave when they wish it. So you do know how to leave. Wrap your hands around you like branches. Make them encircle your chest like a cage. Step from the edge of the maze into the darkness, and into another cage your body shall go. A simple leaving, but there is no return when that final step is taken. So take heed and take what you need before you take that step. Which of the edges of the maze do I leave by? Which a question posed to the witch. Which one of the edges knows not I, the remembering of which has failed me, and the edges of the maze have had little to say on the matter. You've known how to leave all this time, then why don't you leave? Why stay when one can leave is your question to me? Ravel breaks into a crooked smile, displaying a row of fangs. I turn the question upon its head and send it scurrying back to you. The answer lies not in the staying or leaving, but in the causes and reasons, my precious half-man. Don't you want to leave? It is a want, a once want, but not a now want. A more and more a knotted want. What I do need that lies beyond my brambled walls is a cruel, jagged world beyond the edges of this maze, and Ravel has pulled enough of its shards from her skin. You have done me a great service, beautiful Ravel. Thank you for hearing my request and sharing your knowledge with me. Ravel gives a crooked smile, all tusks, and then gives a soft cackle. Aye, it is I who thanks you, my precious man. Long has it been since such sweet flattery has been brought to this maze. I wish to grant you a boon, my songbird. A boon. I would gladly accept any gifts you wish to give. Then listen to me, close your eyes, and I shall let you see the nature of the multiverse. You close your eyes, and as you do, you feel a sharp, stabbing pain in your right eye. One of your eyes opens, and you see Ravel before you, her bloodied red eyes gleaming with delight. One of her talons is extended and is tipped with your blood. I didn't see that. And an eyeball, yours. What did you do? A boon I have granted, Songbird, a twist of perception, a tap into the branches of the mind, a tap into the roots of Ravel's knowing. Have I granted you a piece of me? She takes the eyeball, and you watch in disgust as she puts forth a black seed and places them both in her left palm. With a grotesque mouth, she crushes the two of them with a sickening crunch. Give it back. Of course, precious man. Ravel opens her palm, and your eye lies there, seemingly untouched, staring at you. She places it between her thumb and forefinger, then before you can react, she stabs it into your empty eye socket.
Updated my journal.
A piece of me lies in your good eye, precious man. When you see the planes through that eye, you will understand more than you once did. Wiser you will be, and more experience of the planes and their turnings will you understand. That is all. Very well. Thank you, Ravel. I must bid you farewell. As you're about to utter your farewell, you suddenly feel a crawling sensation in your skull, and you notice that Ravel's black-veined eyes have taken on a strange, predatory fire. Thank you, Ravel. I must, I must go. Ah, so you say, Ravel's voice takes on a strange whisper, very sad. That sense echoes through your mind. One final question do I have for you. Do you wish to leave me, my precious half-man? I have to. It's important that I find out all I can about myself, and there's much more I need to know. There is a terrible shimmering in the air around Ravel, and the sound of snapping twigs, cracking tree limbs, and the horrid sound of trees bending and splintering. Ravel's lips peel back, and her voice becomes shrill, like a howling wind. What do you know of knowing, half-man? Know this. Know that you will stay here until the end of days in my brambled garden, never to leave, and you shall love me as you were meant, as you promised. I will not, Ravel. Do not threaten me. I will leave this place. I shall not let you leave. I have the power to keep you here, and I shall use it. My Black-Barbed Maze shall not allow you to travel beyond it while I live, my precious, precious man. Ravel, I don't want to fight you. Don't do this. Allow me passage, and I shall return to visit you. You don't need to be alone in this place. Return? Return as you claimed you would so long ago? No. No, you shall not lie to Ravel twice. No more centuries will I wait for you. Ravel's lips peel back, and her talons seem to grow into fiendish claws. Here in my garden you will stay, and wander the plains you will no longer. Ravel, calm yourself. There's no need for this.
You have forgotten your place, half-man. Humility is in order.
We'll see, bitch.
Attend me, my pets.
Endure.
What's up?
I
In
think
enduring
therefore
growth,
I
I
am.
hear your words.
I think.
Time is over.
I will hear you.
Awaiting order. Maximally efficient strike. Northern
I'm ready.
and west.
Lend me strength.
Packet
I'm
dropped.
here.
Reiterate
Balance. Once all
request. Eyes,
Hi,
Nordum.
what? Time is what you
Yes.
want to
Awaiting
know?
Word,
order. I
Chief.
think,
Yes.
therefore I am. I think.
Done. It is your path is mine. Heart. All right.
You see that?
Endure.
Awaiting
Come
order.
In enduring, grow strong. Damn.
Som Godor.
I hear your words.
Northern
I'm ready.
I
address.
will hear you.
I've
Try
got
to
eyes
eyes
off
see
my
the
sleeping
eyes.
in the brain.
tunnel and see the universe.
Time is over. Didn't look at it enough, sort.
Yeah.
I
I'm
am
trying to
Q.
concentrate
DQ.
here.
I'll wag it at you. Damn it!
Error. Error.
Time is over.
Godor.
Time is over.
Man.
Huh?
I'm a little
Please, sir.
Modron,
What?
short
Oh, I'm
and
not
stout.
deaf.
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to end this episode here. This has been a long one. But we defeated Ravel, and next we will try and see how we can get out of this place. So, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Planescape Torment. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you all in the next one.